Have you ever wondered if maybe the real follow-on to humanity someday will be some form of AI?
I think so.
I mean, yeah. I do wonder if the human brain is just kind of limited. I mean, if you say there are multiple dimensions and time is something that changes. I mean, I just said that, scientists are no better than anybody else at comprehending a big number or a big amount of space. We just kind of get used to it. Will we have a creature someday that we've created, an AI, that then all of a sudden can comprehend these things? Is that really the real evolutionary path of humanity?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just a completely different kind of life, and that we're thinking of it as artificial. I don't think it's artificial at all. I think it's a life. It's just a different kind of life that we're creating.
It's an earthling. Seriously, it's our children. We created this.
Yeah. I always describe ourselves as like we're an electronic caterpillar, and we're making a cocoon. We don't even know why we're doing it because it's just what we do. I mean, the thing about human beings is we've always been completely fascinated with innovation. I've always said that if you looked at us objectively, what does this species do? Oh, they make better things. They keep making better things. They're never satisfied with the things. Bees made the beehive and like, I think we got it, boys. This is it. We're not satisfied at all. And so if you just kept going with that, like, where does it go? Well, it has to go to life. It has to go to some sort of a human-created new kind of life form that exists out of the components of the earth, but instead of being born out of evolution and out of natural mutation and natural selection, it's a random mutation. It's made out of us. Mm-hmm. We made it, and it'll probably make better versions of it, and that would be the new life. And that's how you get over all the biological hurdles that we have. You think about like the things that trouble us, war and crime and violence and all these different things that are a real problem with the human race. Well, that all goes away when you stop being human. And if we really are entangled with everything, that will be us. It'll just be us in a completely different realm.
Yeah. I do like this idea that what we call AIs now isn't something separate. I mean, they are our children. It is an earthling. It is something we've created. The question I've often wondered is, sometimes I think sometimes we lack imagination about what might be possible. I've always enjoyed science fiction where the AIs also learn about love or about the arts or about creativity. I mean, whether you want to go with like the new Battlestar Galactica or whether you want to go with a pretty profound experience I had with a friend of mine who's an author who has cochlear implants. And, he realizes that he doesn't hear like a human. The cochlear implants don't replicate perfectly what it means to hear the way our ears do. They bypass our ears. They wire directly into his brain and stimulate the experience of sound. And so he's hearing, in his words, like a cyborg. This is Michael Korist, a wonderful man that did some essays about this. And he talked about how much emotional response he has to music now, something he could never experience, how being a cyborg, quote unquote, and experiencing something in a non-human way has added joy and depth and passion. Are we so sure that technology makes us more and more, kind of 1950s robot-like? Or could it take us into new experiences of being connected with each other, new ways of loving each other, new ways of understanding things? I mean, does it have to be all bad, this?
Well, all of our differences fall apart if we realize we're all one thing.
Yeah.
If we realize we're all one thing, then all of our monopoly of resources, all that stuff goes away.
Yeah.
If we realize we're all one thing. I mean, part of the problem with human beings is we're very selfish. And the reason why we're very selfish is because that's how you had to survive.
Sure.
If you wanted your genes to survive and you wanted your genes to be passed on to the next generation, you had to be selfish because other people were being selfish too, and that's the game that humans were playing. If we get to a point of universal telepathy, like universal telepathy with a universal language where all human beings are sharing thoughts. There are no secrets. We are all one thing. Everyone's terrified of that. People love secrets. I don't want people listening to my phone. I don't want people. Well, I don't either. Because it would be people doing that, and those people have their own ulterior motives, and it's gross that they would have control. They'd know your emails. But what if there's no secrets? It's not possible because our understanding of each other is now complete. Mm-hmm. It's like we read each other's minds in a sense, but it's much more complex than that and much more much more in depth. Like you feel what that person feels. You are that person, and we're all one thing. That could be possible through technology. And this is where I have hope, where a lot of people are like very fatalist with AI, and they look at it in this dystopian sense that these oligarchs, these technology oligarchs, are going to be controlling us through AI, and they're going to have access to it and power. I don't know if anybody's going to control it, and I have a feeling it's going to be kind of like the internet in a way, where I don't think they really thought what the internet was going to be. I think they had this understanding of being able to exchange information through universities, and I think it got to a point where if they knew what the internet would be today and how little control they would have over the population and narratives, and I think they probably would have shut it down a long time ago. I have a feeling that's going to be the same way with AI, and especially AI as it integrates with us, which I think is the only way that the human species really truly survives. Otherwise, we're just this archaic biological entity living in this new world of this ultra superior life form. But if we integrate with that thing through wearables, implants, engineering, if we figure out a way, and this is going to sound terrible to anybody who loves being a person, but all the flaws of being a primate. There's a lot of these biological reward systems that are built into us that are really problematic for progress. I mean, the reason why are we at war right now? Well, because there's people with certain ideologies, and there's resources, and there's people that are making money from their military contractors, and there's politicians that are beholden to certain interests. And then what are we doing? We're doing the same stupid shit that we've been doing for thousands and thousands of years. Well, how do we get past that? We get past that by stop being people.
I think you may be right. I mean, again, that future it's frightening in some ways, but I'm more interested in the imagination. I mean, instead of just the dystopia, what could this mean?
Right.
I mean, how much more? Like we said, I mean, when we were little tribal groups, the little wars we had, the skirmishes, didn't really hurt the planet as a whole. I mean, now we're getting there's so many people, and we're still having these little tribal skirmishes, and now we're in danger of massive destruction. I mean, we can't just keep going this way. I mean, it's not survivable.
It's not.
So, I mean, could AI help us, tap into some kind of group consciousness? I mean, when we're talking about Einstein's idea that the universe may all be this one big thing, and this is pure metaphysics, pure conjecture. But even when I was a little kid and I heard that, I wondered, well, if all time and space happens at once, is there need for more than one consciousness? Even are we all just looking out of one consciousness, looking out of everybody's eyes simultaneously, and not just humans but everything in the universe? It's a spectacular idea.